Zoltan homeworlds rock controlled. Super shields are bad because we can't get around them and we have no weapons except for an ion stunner. So we're gonna go rock. Rock ships are annoying and they do have missiles, but it's better than the Zoltan system. It could be good to, what kind of a start is this? It could be good to pick up a super shield. It's unlikely, but possible. But I'm still gonna do it like this. Let's get the shields up first. Because this is just safer. Like, if I have to wait for like 40 seconds for the ion stunner to take out an enemy shields, that's gonna be so annoying. That's gonna take forever. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome aboard, Drugan. I wish I wasn't here, says Drugan. You're not a part of the boarding squad though. You shouldn't complain. You're just gonna man the weapons room, and I don't even have weapons online. You're just kind of like, put your feet up on the console, you know? Own it. This is like the magic school bus? What, because I have a whole bunch of boarders? Let's get out of here. Do, 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 do. Thud, rock ship, preparing to fire. It's like the exact same ship. Except they're gonna board me before I can board them. Oh, so you boarded me in the room with the Lanius. All right, I hate to, you know, this guy is like really good at fighting. So, you know, more power to you. If that's a Lido, I might just let it land. It's an Artemis. We're not gonna kill the crew very quickly. So their flak is going to fire. Actually, we might be able to kill the crew fast enough. I'm gonna cloak. I have a belief that I can kill the crew fast enough because we have 4 versus 1. We did it. I'm glad I cloaked. I like telling them to go back to the rooms and they just do like a clockwise shuffle. There's a store, we have 99 scrap. Maybe we should have saved the 100 scrap from the shield system upgrade, but now we can, you know, get life form scanner, shield charge booster. Well, we should get something. Repair 1. And I guess we'll just jump away. That's a pretty bad store, but yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Hey, more giant alien spiders. Oh, Drugan's gone. Oh, he's back. Sorry about that, Drugan. Next time, don't get killed by giant alien spiders, and I don't mean mantis. They're not spiders, they're mantis. One day we'll actually win that. We have 8 crew members. Surely there should be a blue event option for storm the station with flamethrowers and destroy all of the horrible, horrible creatures that might exist over there. Like, we can totally do that, right? Guess not. Do, 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 do. Well, the missile we can get around. They do have a med bay, which is ideal territory for the small bomb. Let's get that charged up. Drugan, get to work. I want those weapons online, ASAP. While we board the ship and take out their crew very slowly. That's also a Hermes, I believe. So if it's a Hermes, it's gonna be really annoying to dodge, because we have to dodge, we can't dodge it like consecutively. Oh, we gotta take out their med bay. We essentially have to kill the crew right now. And we're going to kill the crew. Oh, the medbay is still online. He'll die though. We have good mantises. He died. Excellent. He died. Excellent. Go back to your rooms. Okay, the cross swap on the mantis this time. Everything's going just fine. We have 121 scrap and nothing to spend it on. We could upgrade the crew teleporter if we want. Dodge chance if we want. But there's really nothing else to do with our scrap except save it, so we're just gonna save it. Wait, then attack the surviving mantis. All right. Oh, hey, look, mantis. Who would have guessed? Mantis with no med bay, clone bay, and 2 crew members. And are they out of missiles? I guess they're out of missiles. Maybe they suffered some damage from the combat encounter that they were involved in a minute ago. So I guess we'll just kill them. And then leave. It's a very easy, quick encounter. Still have 146 scrap. There we go. Upgraded the reactor by 1. All right, well, I just did that myself, but I still appreciate that. And I will absolutely go to a store with 121 scrap. Weapon pre-igniter? I don't know, we don't have any weapons, so maybe that's not the best thing for us. There is a mind control system, but I don't think we want a mind control system. I think we want a Pegasus launcher. That way we can actually do damage to ships. Because right now we have no other weapon systems. We also have an ion stunner, which is just not that good. Mind control for countering mind control is nice, but I predict an easy 3rd phase of the Rebel flagship considering that we have 8 crew members. You know, we're gonna be trained up. We're gonna be able to take them out. Pegasus? Yeah, I mean, I think we need some way of outputting damage that's not entirely reliant on crew. This would do it. Pegasus is okay for later stages of the game. It can even be used on the 2nd phase of the Rebel flagship to do some damage. It gives us something to pump scrap into. Like, we don't need missile dodge chance because we have, we don't need missile defense because we have a cloak. We don't need med bay because we have a clone bay. This is safer, but, you know, clone bay, whatever. Actually, if we take the med bay, we can't kill auto scouts. Mind control, yeah, I don't really think we need it. We don't really need a defense drone, so yeah. Normally I don't buy missile launchers, but there you go. I'm gonna buy a Pegasus launcher, and then, you know, it's probably even worth it to get rid of the small bomb for it, because it does take longer to shoot, but because it fires 2 shots, it's technically more likely to hit than the small bomb, because you have 2 chances. So you might be able to take out their med bay a little bit more effectively. So yeah, let's get rid of the small bomb. We'll keep ion stunner in case we need it, but we will get the weapons upgraded to level 3, get a little bit more reactor power, and now we have, you know, some way of doing a little bit of damage if we ever need it. So there we go. Maybe not the best weapon in the world. A defense scrambler system would be amazing if we could get it, but this is good enough. Move in to examine the station, 14 scrap, sure. It is tempting to do like 2 more jumps. For 2 more jumps, am I willing to fight rebels? No. Took me a minute, I decided no. Do we do abandoned sector? Lania ships suck, and no oxygen with 4 Mantis boarders would suck. We're just gonna go rock controlled. Abandoned sector gives scrap. It gives scrap, but I have to consider our ship versus what we're gonna be fighting. Our ship is not good at destroying ships. It's good at killing crew. Except Lanius. So I'm not gonna do this, because if we fight Lania ships, we're gonna be the ones that are screwed. Like, just imagine the worst case scenario. We come across a Lania ship. They have a cloaking system, so I won't be able to like recover my crew in the event of an emergency. They have a hacking system. They hack my clone bay. Okay, well now I can't really board them because if my crew dies, they'll die permanently. So, you know, what do we do on that ship? We hold off on the Pegasus and we just launch missiles at them, trying to kill them. It'll work. It'll just take a long freaking time. Nah, I think we play it safe and we say no to the abandoned sector because it sucks. Intruders on board. It's 1 Rockman. We're gonna send our Rockman to handle their Rockman. I'm actually gonna send the Lanius to help. We're gonna board them immediately. They have a lot of rock people, but what they do not have is any med bay or clone bay, so this will work. Whoa, they shot down an asteroid with their laser. Good to know. Let's get the O2 cycling. I don't want to get my rock man injured. I'm just waiting for their flak 2 to fire. And it fired, so now we cloak. Return to your positions. We killed the crew. Close all doors. Recover crew. Good. 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 Brendan says, I've gotten 100 scrap from one encounter alone in the abandoned sector. I mean, I've done the same thing. You know, the best thing that you can get is like scrap recovery arm. You fight a pirate ship on sector 7 or 8. You get like 120 scrap if you get very lucky. That's like high roll payout, but you know, you can get that anywhere. It's not just abandoned sector. But again, I'm figuring more about the fact that this ship is awful, awful, awful against Lanius because we board without Lanius, without emergency oxygen respirators. I do not want to fight Lanius. Stun bomb. What is it with the game and bombs? I hate to say it, but this might be really good against those med bays. I know that we had a small bomb, which is probably better, but you know, you stun bomb the enemies in the med bay, they can't move for 15 seconds, you walk in there and kill them. The problem is it only takes the med bay offline by 1 power for 5 seconds, so they're still gonna heal in the med bay, so it's probably a worse option now that I think about it. But that's fine, we don't actually need it, because we have a Pegasus. Okay, it's more Rockmen. They do have a med bay, so this is gonna be a proof of concept here. Let's try to take out their weapon systems. Actually gonna... No, yeah, we should board in their weapon room. Because once we cloak, our crew will kill the weapon system as we Pegasus their med bay. Oh, we didn't quite kill that Rockman, though. Can we get him? Let's let him go. It is a level 1 med bay, it looks like. Not here. This one. This is when we want to cloak. The bomb still landed, but that doesn't matter to us at all. So, Pegasus goes in. Did a bunch of damage. I'm actually gonna let them stay for a minute while I take out a couple of weapon systems. We're also gonna have a hard time getting through the ship because of the door system. So, you know, I'm just gonna let my Mantis do their job. We're gonna take out their weapons. That's good enough. Then we're gonna start making progress and getting our butts to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars. Let's get our asses to Mars. Only one landed, but it did start a fire. Get out of there. All my mantises are burning. We also got a new bomb, or it's an ion blast actually, not a bomb. You know, this is kind of interesting. I can auto-fire these weapons, get through shields, ionize weapon systems, enemy med bays, and train up the Drogon Breaker here. You have 3 weapon training. All right, let's get that, you know, let's get those numbers up a little bit. NG, get stuff repaired. Human, get stuff repaired. I know the ship is like breaking around you, but it's just the sensors, you'll be fine. Okay. Game is saying use missiles. I do have 29 missiles. That's why I bought the Pegasus. You know, the game is really pushing the missiles hard. You know what, game? You've done it. You've broken me. I will take the missiles and I will use them. I will use them! Aid the civilians. This is one of those encounters where you can get a lot of scrap if the civilians play nice. Okay, so do we want Pegasus or ions? We want Pegasus. We also have to be a little bit careful here. The Zoltans will explode on death, so hopefully they leave, and they are leaving. They do have a very large medbay though. We're not gonna have an easy time killing the crew. Good dodges. We don't need a we don't need a cloak. Pegasus goes in. You can't explain that. And time for our mantises to die. So let's let's power up our freaking clone bay here, because we're gonna need it. Let's split up our crew so they don't all explode. Oh, they exploded. Contact the civilian ship. 5 hull points repaired. That's good enough, you know. That's worth. You know, 5 hull points repaired. That's 15 scrap. 15 scrap. Right, 142 scrap. Good amount for a store. Dun 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 dun. It's trash. There is a firebomb. It's highly interesting. Defense scrambler. I was talking about this. Oh, Zoltan shield bypass. We need them both. Defense scrambler means that the Pegasus will be able to land over defense drones. Shield bypass means we can fight Zoltan ships. I'm gonna buy them both. They do have a backup battery, which would be nice, but we can buy that still. We can just sell the stun bomb. And we could sell one of our ion weapons. We really don't need 2 of them. We really don't need 2 of them. I'm gonna sell the base level ion blast, and I'll buy the backup battery, buy the fuel. That's a good shop for us, I think. Yeah. Defense scrambler means that the Pegasus is a good buy. The no, this doesn't do anything, right? And the Zoltan shield bypass means that I kind of wish that now we could find that Zoltan homeworld. I mean, the ship here is adorned with rock body parts. I guess that means it's just adorned with rocks. It would be a gorier display if they had internal organs, but the message is clear enough. The message is clear enough. This is a hunter of a very specialized kind. Put your rock crew member on the comm. The 2 aliens face one another over the vid screen. Cave-dwelling pebble man, yells the furious mantis captain. See, I paint my ship with your companions. I paint my ship with you. All right, well, you know, rude, but whatever. It's still gonna die. They're gonna board me? No, let's board them first. Let's do it. Take out their weapon systems. We'll Pegasus their clone bay. We're gonna lose crew. We're gonna cloak our way out of the bomb. It's not an ion bomb, it's too fast. That's probably like a small bomb or something. So even if our crew died, it wouldn't really be that bad of a problem. And hey, 1 missed, 1 landed. That's exactly why I thought that the Pegasus would be a good opportunity to you know, counter the misses a little bit. We do have another missile launcher though, which is kind of funny. It's a Hermes missile. The game just loves giving me missile launchers right now. I don't want your missiles. But I guess we're gonna hold on to some missiles for a little while longer. You know, screw it. We'll leave him. We'll let him live. Live and let live. Live and let live. They disrespecting me and Drugan, says Zane. Yep, you guys are being disrespected. You find a disabled rock transport floating near the beacon. Strip it. If we get into combat, we love it. But no, we just strip the ship for free, which is nice because that means we don't have to worry about our crew members being a little bit low on health. Now they're, you know, healed up enough. Another rock ship, 2 missile launchers is really annoying because we can only dodge 1. So we'll dodge the big one. They have a med bay. Our Pegasus is gonna have to deal with that. Good dodge chance training, 32%. We might be able to dodge both missiles because they might just fire in a moment. Nope, they're not gonna fire. But this is a Lido, it's only gonna do 1 damage. Hit an empty room. That's a breaching missile. That's a dodge. We only have a 92% chance of dodging it, but we need to dodge it anyways. And it landed. Well, there's that 8%. The big problem right now, though, is that we need to destroy their ship because our crew, if they die and we lose the clone bay, we're going to lose 4 crew members. So we got to make sure that that doesn't happen. Our cloak should come back before their weapons fire, though. And our Pegasus has gone off. Okay, we lost a Mantis. That's fine. Our crew is dying, but that's also fine because their crew is dying too. Leto's coming in. We gotta try to kill their crew as quickly as possible. Okay, hitting engines, that's fine. We're gonna take some damage, you know, I mean, we got hit by multiple missiles already, so not much we can do about that. I think we got a little bit lucky that the fight wasn't as bad as it could have been, because again, if that breaching missile hit the clone bay, we would have lost 2 crew members, but it would have min-maxed a little bit and microed the crew around so that they didn't die. But we would have probably lost at least 1, because we were 4 on 4. And it was 4 Rockmen too. 4 Rockmen are hard to take out. But, you know, we did it. It's been done. Their ship is still burning. The crew is dead. Long live. And we're good to go. We don't need to repair that breach quite yet. We should, but whatever. Annoying. Rock ships. Okay. We gotta talk about this for a minute. You encounter a small craft with minimal propulsion. Its Rock crew member explains that the Rock homeworld is run on lies and propaganda that keep the populace in check, and that they want no part of it. We can tell them their God sent them here to join your crew, or promise to share with them the truths they've been denied. Or because we have improved sensors, we can show them to your data suite, which I guess means that, look at the lies. These are the truths. But if we do this, I believe we get a crew member. I would rather get into combat and get scrap. So we're going to tell them their God sent them here to join the crew. That'll anger them. We'll get into combat, which is worth more to me than a crew member because we already have 8. And 8 is the maximum. So we're gonna fight them. We're gonna board them in... Oh, I should have let the teleporter cool down. So he's gonna board me and then die, which is beautiful. You came to the wrong party, pal. But yeah, this is in our best interest. I think I might try to dodge the missile. If we get lucky, we can actually take out their weapons or their crew before they have a chance of firing the big laser. They actually fired... Oh, we got a Zoltan. We're gonna keep the Zoltan. They actually fired their missile again, but we do have Cloak. Our Cloak came back off a cooldown because we're not in a combat zone. So Drugenbreaker has, well, he loves being a Rockman though, but I love having a Zoltan. We might upgrade Brendan Toad into a Zoltan. That way we get free reactor power out of it. You know what? I'm putting you into the very prototype brain transfer chamber, and you have now become a new person, but your skills are different. So welcome aboard, Toad version 2.0. You are now a Zoltan. You're bad, you're worse at dodging, but you give me free power, which I think is very beneficial. There's a second reason I want this, and it's because, actually, you're gonna go on Shield Room. It's the second reason I want this is because if the clone bay gets ionized, now it's protected. There is a specific reason why I did want this transaction. So I think what we're actually gonna do is have our Launius be the new engine personnel. We could have the Rockman be the engine personnel, which is probably even better. So we'll have the Rockman be the engine personnel. The Launius will go into weapons. The Zoltan will go into shields. And then if we need to, we can move the Zoltan from shields into Clone Bay. No, we should have the Zoltan be in weapons. Why? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll do it like this. To answer the question of why, the answer is There is a reason to have them in a particular order. If the shields are ionized and we leave the shield room, we will lose that power. But if I'm moving the Zoltan out of the shield room, it's probably because I have an emergency in the clone bay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. There you go. I've taken his body. He has been reborn. Yes. You have been reborn, and you are now better and stronger than you were. Well, you're actually weaker. You only have 70 health. But in theory, I like this because now we have an emergency clone bay. If we ever need to, we can just park the Zoltan in there. We have to micro the power a little bit more. I think it's still worth it. Okay, 125 scrap. What do we upgrade? Probably a little bit more dodge chance. Just keep that going up a little bit. In fact, give me a little bit more. 40% base, and that is with us losing a little bit because of the pilot mine transfer chamber. More rock ships. Who would have guessed? We're gonna do the same thing we did before. We're gonna take out their weapons, missile their medbay in a minute. And we'll cloak out of the missile that they shoot. We did kill the first crew member immediately. Really just depends on what they fire. If it's gonna be a Hermes or a breaching missile. Well, I guess it doesn't matter from our end. We just want to be careful. And they're dead. For one missile, this is extremely effective. Okay. I'm gonna wait for the cooldowns to come back on the teleporter though. I made that mistake before. Because we're technically in danger, it's not gonna recover automatically. Ding, 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 ding. Cinder asks what he is. Zero, you are an NG. Good at repairing, bad at combat. You're pretty good though. Because if that piloting system gets destroyed, you gotta bring that back up immediately. Okay, it's just nothing. We'll go to the exit. Go to the next sector. We're quite strong. Not offensively. Otherwise, yes. Communicate peacefully. We do get an NG crew member who is okay at engines, but everyone's already spoken for. I'm just gonna dismiss this NG. We don't need him. We got some scrap out of it though. Okay, Rock Zoltan. I'm gonna keep going to the Rock. Zoltan Homeworlds is better than Zoltan Controlled. We do have the Super Shield bypass, but I'm just gonna take the Rock sector because the Rock sector here was not that bad. Zoltan's Explode, which could also be a little bit dangerous, but mostly it's just because we can't hit the medbay with the Pegasus because of the Super Shield. We can teleport around it, but we can't, you know, go in directly. I don't think it really matters though. There's another store. Can't really go around the left and go to the store. We can go down and then go into the store. Hey, put your Rock crew member on the comms. We had this event before. I'm gonna wait for them to board me because their weapons just suck. And now they're 2 Mantis with Alanius. I mean, you know, good luck. If you kill them, I don't really care. Sorry, but you are, I mean, it's in the name. Don't worry, I'll get it. We'll cloak. And that Mantis died. And there they go. Yeah, you might want to go deal with that medbay situation. Not like you can, because, you know, you're still gonna die. But we got some scrap out of it. And we leveled up Sauter J, who's now a green level combat personnel. Dude, we need to like train up our crew. Our crew is not training on ship systems that much. The enemy, surprisingly, the enemy does not live long enough to shoot us. We kill them pretty quickly. We just need to kill them faster. Why do you fill your computer with lies? These are not the holy words. There's that lies and propaganda speaking. A lot of enemies. Missile launcher, flak. Heavy laser Mark 1, really not that dangerous. The biggest danger here is just the fact that there's 4 rockmen. So we're just gonna have to do our best. Could be a situation where we could fire on their weapon system to take the missile launcher offline. We might, in fact, do that, but... yeah, I'll min-max you guys. Yeah, we should. It's gonna take a minute to take out their crew. We're fine. My crew is a little bit, you know, looking weak, but they did it. They did a good job. We have 170 scrap, and we're gonna go to the store anyways, so they'll heal 50 in 2 jumps. With 173 scrap, we don't need to farm any more cash. I will say that a burst laser is a beautiful pickup. Hull beam also could be kind of interesting, but we have a hard time getting through shields. We like really do. I hate to say it, I'm actually thinking, what if we just use this as our rebel flagship like system? Pegasus Hermes burst laser. They can't shoot down the missiles, and we can do a lot of damage with a few missile parts. We can take out the rebel flagship with Pegasus Hermes, and then burst laser when the shields go down. Like, I don't really see a better option right now, so we're just gonna keep rocking the missiles, I guess, for the time being, and hope that that's good enough. But the Hermes is pretty good. It actually does fire faster than the Pegasus, but it does less damage, if you can believe that. You should, because it's the truth. I'm still gonna fire the Pegasus though, because 2 missiles tends to be better than 1 missile. Yeah. Because it has a better chance of, you know, actually landing. 4 Rockmen, our crew are going to die. If you can believe that. You should believe that, because it's the truth. But we're gonna board them anyways. Yeah, they'll retreat into the med bay in a moment, but we gotta board them. Our crew is looking a little bit weak. That going offline is not the worst. I could send a crew member in to deal with it. It would have to be the Zoltan. We don't need the Zoltan on the shield room. They can go take care of that situation. Pegasus is about to fire. Missile is gonna impact. Is it Alito? Yeah, that's an Artemis, I think, because it has wings. Yeah. Unfortunate hit, but that's okay. This Mantis is about to die. I mean, I'd prefer if you didn't, so, you know, maybe we'll do a little bit of this. Oh, you are still gonna die, huh? How about this? Now you're gonna live. Yeah, they're hurting. But we did take out their medbay. There's a fire in the medbay, but we gotta get in there and take out their rockmen, so let's start that process. Our cloak is online. Go back in the shield room, please. Engines are getting repaired. They actually managed to get their system, their medbay slightly repaired. So I'm gonna change tactics. We're gonna go straight for their weapon system. We're gonna take it completely offline, and we're gonna Pegasus their medbay one more time. Good. We will send. They're gonna have a lot of health, which is, you know, really gonna suck. But you know, we'll make do. Hi guys. They might even kill some of my crew, but you know, let's take out their medbay again. Okay, they should be done for now. And we killed them. 5 fuel and 58 scrap. Good enough. I am probably just gonna kill all 4 of these guys though. I mean, Rob has 1 HP. He needs a little bit more health than that if he's gonna be an effective Mantis death dealer here. So let's get him reconstructed here. Better, faster, stronger, better looking. Zane, you're gonna go to sleep? Well, have a good night, Zane, the rock man. As soon as you leave, I'm gonna get you killed, and then replace you with someone else, but you know. Okay, I cannot... You know what? Never mind, I can believe it. I got the first chatbot banned. Moobler got the second one. He got that one really quickly after I got the first one. 156 scrap. We can't upgrade here, so we have to jump. We have a lot of scrap? How do we get so much scrap? These guys are just giving it away. All right, we're good. I'm kind of mad Abe beat me to that one, not gonna lie, says Moobler. You literally got the second one before I even like alt-tabbed back into FTL. But I did get the first one like immediately. I don't get how he does it. He's so good at banning those bots, man. It's absurd. He's got the fingers. It's a Lido. I'd rather this land. It missed. We're gonna dodge the big missile. And they're dead. 34 scrap. It's getting pretty easy killing the crew, as we should expect. We do have a lot of scrap. We could save it or upgrade. I'm gonna go for piloting, so it doesn't go offline. I'm gonna go for... Could go for like max weapons at this point. I think it's still a little bit too early though, because weapons are not a problem. We're killing every ship that we come across. We don't need more weapons. We need, I don't know what, more dodge chance, I guess. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe Moobler is also a bot. I believe it. I believe it. A Federation transport is under attack from a rebel scout, so this should be a double-dipped rewards here, which I love seeing. They're not trying to board me because they don't have a boarding station. That makes sense. But we also have 4 on 4, at least initially. Let's get this done. Murder them all. That human is going to retreat very quickly. There he goes. We really don't need a cloak at all. So I'm gonna cloak now. If we cloak now, then we delay their Vulcan charge as long as possible. In fact, I should have walked into their weapons room, but I didn't. But, you know, what's done is done. We do have their medbay taken offline, so we are going to kill him. Mantises are fine. Well, one mantis might die. He lived. 50 scrap plus another 41. That's 91 scrap from a random ass encounter. You love to see it. Oh man, and these mantises, they're so low on health. But they're also so good at combat, I don't really want to get them killed. Let's see if they'll live for another encounter. Why not? And maybe we will try to go for either more dodge chance or maybe even more shields. You know, 4th bar of shields in Sector 6 is pretty good. We can just use the cloak to dodge the missiles only. Weapons moving into engage. Arm the tubes! Arm the tubes. Arm the series of tubes. They do have a missile launcher, which sucks. They're also gonna board me, which is good. Because they boarded me in the teleporter once again. They love doing that, don't they? Hi guys. Well, you're gonna die, which is good for me. Okay, that's a Lido, I think. It was very quick. No, that's an Artemis. I could, shoot them in the weapons room and take their weapons offline, but honestly, I think we're better off just boarding them in their weapons room and taking it offline. Because, like, if I get hit for 2 damage, do I really care? I think the answer is no. We had a 43% chance of dodging, too, which is pretty good. Now, I do need to follow this rock man and get him killed. 5 fuel, 53 scrap. Cloak! Mantis, get out of there! Aw, they're so low on health, but like, it's working, so I don't want to kill them and lower their attack rating, even though it would give them full health. Instead, why don't we get... I'm actually gonna save money. If we find a store, I would love... Strip the ship. I would love to get like one more piece of good equipment, but you know, let's get that next bar of shields up in case we need it. Could just get like 1 bar of engine power, actually. Yeah, 46% dodge chance is pretty good. Who's our engine personnel? Drugan? He's almost at his green level of training, so we'll keep him there. Excuse me. Even out here, you follow us. We only wish to be left alone. Out of panic or anger, they charge their weapons. Well, you don't seem that tough. Med bay, no teleporter. Feels like I'm getting a lot of healing out of the jumping, but I must be jumping 2 beacons and getting good healing out of it that way. Lasers are firing. This seems like an okay time to cloak, get their weapons out of sync. We will board them in their weapons room. Get the Pegasus firing, because it'll fire before they cloak again. Crew's gonna look a little wounded after this encounter, but we should be fine. I think we're gonna lose someone. And we can micro. We can do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give him a little bit of a shuffle there. 3 lasers coming in. We're gonna have a 3rd bar of shields in a microsecond. Fires. Fires gotta get put out. Medbay's offline. They do have their crew trying to put out the fire. We should stop that from happening and kill that Rockman. So let's go do that. Don't die, Mantis. You have 1 health. All right, you know what? You're gonna die. We get Emma, another Zoltan. It's very tempting to take because 2 Zoltans means that if your shields get hard ionized, you can at least keep 1 bar of shields online. But you know what? I don't think we need another Zoltan. I think we're probably okay to dump them. We have a couple of Rockmen, some Mantises for boarding, Alanius for like handling low oxygen situations. We could get rid of the Lanius and replace them. You know, we never went to abandoned sectors, so we don't need the blue event options from the Lanius. We could just use Emma for power and then replace them with disposable. Should we put Emma inside of the mind transference chamber? Apparently it only works one direction and into Zoltan bodies, but you know what? Sure. It's a side grade. But Emma, you have no weapon training already, so it's not like we're missing out on a whole lot for doing this. You can get dismissed. And then disposable has mind transferred into another Zoltan, which is good enough for me. Okay, Rob, you have 2 HP. Please die. Thank you. One benefit to this is that, hey, we don't have to worry so much now about low oxygen throughout the ship. So that's a positive. Zoltan Transcendence. We are kind of, you know, hard pushing this Zoltan Transcendence thing here, and I kind of like it because it's working out well so far. It means we're getting a lot of bonus power, which might end up mattering, especially if we have so much scrap on this run that we're upgrading everything. Like, we actually have an absurd amount of scrap for Sector 6, and if we get Sector 7, full shields, full weapons, full engines, full backup battery with Zoltans, we're gonna have a hard time powering things even with that much reactor. So it's looking good. All right, let's board them. I do need to find a situation to train the Zoltans more on, or to train anyone on weapons, because we're having a hard time getting that training done. We just don't have, like, any weapon that's good at auto-firing, you know? We have missiles. That's not good at auto-firing. We have a burst laser, but we're not using it. We're using missiles. Maybe that means I should dump more power into the weapon system and get that going like ASAP. Guess I'm an energy boy now's disposable. You are! Georgica says you are a battery. I like that better. You're powering the spaceship with your physical presence, which is not far from the truth. It's 205 scrap. So yeah, I think we'll upgrade weapons just so we can use like a Hermes or a burst laser in addition to all that we have. It's gonna get the training done a little bit faster, then we'll do shields, then we'll maybe like buy another system in the next sector. Hacking would be great because we have no use for drone parts. Dun. Cell missiles. You know, I would normally do this option, but if we're rolling heavy missiles, no, I'm not gonna sell anything. I will do an extra jump though, because we have so much power in our ship, we can totally do it. Like, look at this. We have 4 bars of shields, 7 bars of engine power. We have a cloak, we have a crew teleporter. We can fight rebels, which is not really fighting, it's more of running from them. We can run from rebels very easily. So we're gonna do one more jump. I have no problems with this whatsoever. They might get a crew member to come back to life before I can take out their clone bay, but if they do, you know, we'll just go kill them. Here they are. And no one else is coming back to life though. Hey, come here. Kill him before the missile hits. Oh, 2 damage right on the pilot's face. And a 1 shot. Oh, we're right, we had no dodge chance at that point. Annoying, but not that bad. We'll send the NG over to repair it, honestly. Everyone else is gonna be too slow. Good stuff, 77 scrap. What do we upgrade? Honestly, we don't need to upgrade anything. We could start upgrading the cloak and, you know, use that to more defensive purposes. But this should be a pretty easy exit, and I don't think we're gonna need the cloak for it. Center Lens Zero says, "Ah, I'm hurt." You're mostly healed up now. You're fine. You'll be fine. No reason to board them. We're just gonna run. We're gonna cloak. Because we are going to leave before the ASB lands anyways. Looks sketchy, it'll be fine. I think they missed with the ASB anyways, but we're still just gonna leave. Slug Home Nebula. Uncharted Nebula. You know what? I hate slugs, let's do it.